For Ukrainians, there is no more deadly symbol of Russia and Iran's relationship than the drones flying at their cities. Russia makes them now, but earlier in the war it imported Iran's Shahed 136 and smaller 131 by the thousands. Just one facet of a strategic Russia-Iran partnership that takes in defence, energy and geopolitics.
It's about common strategic interests. I think that Russia was looking for an in the Middle East to rebuild its influence. Syria was a convenient foothold. Iran was a dominant power there. So Iran served as something of a force multiplier for the Russians in the Middle East as long as Syria was under Assad's rule. The Iranian and Russian economies are both battered by sanctions, so they need to find trade partners that don't use the US dollar.
When Russia and Iran signed their strategic partnership treaty in January, it formalised a relationship that's been deepening for years. The two have long cooperated on energy, with Russia helping build Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant and working together to sidestep US sanctions on their oil and gas sectors. They've also shared military drills, most recently in March, with Russian, Iranian and Chinese navies exercising together in the Gulf of Oman. But with Iran now under sustained and unprecedented attack from Israel, eyes are on Vladimir Putin to see if he'll help. The strategic partnership does not include any mutual defence commitments, and Russia's military capacity to help Tehran isn't what it used to be.
Russia will by no circumstances get involved directly in this war for two reasons. First one, that's not the war which directly touches upon Russian interest. Indirectly, yes, but directly not. But the more important reason is that Russia has a very clear priority. And as long as this priority is in force, Ukrainian conflict and Ukrainian campaign, Russia has no capacity to get involved in any other military actions.
Speaking to journalists in St. Petersburg, Putin suggested Iran was on its own.
Once we offered our Iranian friends to work together on air defence systems. They didn't show much interest then, and that's it. Speaking about the Strategic Partnership Treaty, which you mentioned, it doesn't include any clause about defence. That's number 2. And the third point, our Iranian friends didn't ask us about this, so there is nothing to discuss.
But memories of the fall of Syria's Bashar al-Assad are still fresh in Moscow. It's where Assad now lives in exile. If Tehran topples, Moscow will have lost another important ally in the Middle East, undeniably a blow. But Vladimir Putin has direct lines to Israel, Iran and the Trump White House. Either as an interlocutor or just by biding his time, Putin could yet turn this crisis to Russia's benefit. Rory, Challands, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.